Yo, good morning, niggas. Good morning. What is good, everybody? I hope everybody's having a great day so far. So let's dive right into this. Shouts out to everybody that is here for the first time and the last time. Shouts out to everybody that is going to stay. I decided to just go ahead and start a little early. I got some stuff I got to do. So let's just get right into this, man. Did not expect the chapter to come out today. Was actually looking for the chapter to come out last week, but we're here. Glad that the chapter is out today. So shouts out to the chapter coming out. Shouts out to TCB, or shouts out to One Piece Scans for putting the pressure, on TCB. I would appreciate it if you guys would keep the spoilers to a minimum in the chat, because I have not read the chapter. It's been very tempting not to. It's been very, very, very tempting not to. So let me just jump right into this. And for those of you that haven't heard my soliloquy, go back and listen to the last stream. So I'll just ignore the chat for now. And let's start this out. The truth about that day. Chapter 1083. This is exciting. We accomplished everything we set out to do. What did Sabo see? All three objectives were taken care of. We officially declared war by destroying the celestial dragon symbol. We rescued Kuma-san and freed as many slaves as possible. 3 objectives. We did everything. Let's get it. Finally, we managed to find and destroy the Holy Land's food reserves. So what was the fallout? It was nothing to sneeze at, but we got the world's attention, and the Navy ended up sending in the big guns. So this is just Sabo, Dragon, and Even Cove talking. This is some serious shit right here. Are we gonna see anything? Meanwhile, look at my boy Dragon, face tattooed and everything. Is that paint or is it a face tattoo? The world may never know. Meanwhile, we triggered uprisings in 12 nations where we held strong influence, 8 of which were successful. Well, you say 8 were successful, 1 of them vanished, the kingdom of Lulusia. The headlines censored everything, but the 7 others have all declared their intent to no longer pay the celestial tribute or comply with the exploitative exporting of their resources. On top of that, the Revolutionary Army is attacking government supply carriers all over the world to stop resources from reaching Maryjoa. They say the Holy Land's high up location makes it an impenetrable fortress. But we'll see how they like living under siege. They'll finally get a taste of what it is to live in poverty and go hungry. Hee-haw! So, funny story. I was trying to get my dad into watching One Piece, and I was just randomly watching Marineford, and he decides to watch that, and he just couldn't get down with Even Cove. He was like, "Nah, bro, I can't rock with this. Can't rock with this." So everybody that is in the chat, I would highly appreciate it if y'all would like to stream for me, please. Like the stream. That's what I call a result. Indeed, we may not be able to cut off all their supplies, but we're squeezing them slowly but surely. They must be struggling now. As expected, though they're not a foe who would just take all this lying down, our real battle will start when they mobilize God's Knights. Who the fuck are the God's Knights? Are those dudes that when that we're talking to Akainu, like the Dark Horse dude, um, is that? You realize you will be their number one target, right, Sabo? Or should I start calling you Flame Emperor Boy? I'm not too hot on that name. It doesn't matter what the truth behind King Cobra's assassination is. The news reports have made you a hero already. In the eyes of revolutionaries everywhere, authority figures within the world government are hated for being subhuman monsters. Yo, that's hype. That's hype, bro. Should I start calling you Flame Emperor Boy? Bro. Yo, did we see Sabo's new bounty yet? Authority figures within the world government are hated for being subhuman monsters. While there are certainly many malignant, power-hungry depots who deserve that reputation, there are also a number of intelligent and fair rulers too. And Alabasta's King Cobra was in a class of his own. Everyone considered him to be an outstanding sovereign. Unfortunately, misinformation spreads faster than nuances like that. This might be cold to say, but while I feel bad for what happened to King Cobra, I think I can live with the way this all played out if it helps fuel the flames of rebellion. Hey, bro, people were saying that Sabo was not going to be a fucking conqueror. Look no further. Look no further than that right there. Like, listen, man, although I feel bad about what happened to King Cobra, I don't give a damn, because if it fuels this revolution, if it fuels my cause, then fuck it. So be it. I like that. I like that because that's nuanced. Like, because if Luffy if Luffy says something to Sabo about this, like Sabo can like I believe that Sabo will tell Luffy the truth and be like, nah, I didn't kill him, but like he might just be a casualty of war. You really are unshakable. And boom, Dragon saying you are unshakable. He's not moving from. Listen, this is his will. Hey, I love this. I love this shit right here. This is yo. They showed this nigga Sabo standing over King Cobra's body. Facts. It is what it is. Yo, if you just joined, like the stream, please. I see that we're going up in the viewer count a little bit. You really are unshakable. Then spit it out already. What really happened? Is there any truth behind this scoop? And bro, this nigga Sabo looks crazy with the coat and the top hat and the pole. Nigga, this nigga got a stick. Vial shed tears over this, desperately trying to find an explanation, because Vial wanted to believe in you. And Sabo's looking at it like, damn. Shit. Yo. Hey. Over a month ago, at the home of the gods in the Holy Land of America. We getting it. Not long after the Reverie began, they're attacking the home of the gods. Get out here and help us, you lousy bureaucrats. They blew up the storehouse. The intruders are with the Revolutionary Army. We're under attack. It's 4 captains. Okay, now listen, bro. Listen. Okay, listen to me. Listen to me. Oda, I know that I give you shit all the time about not showing us anything, but listen, I did not believe that you had this in your bag. I did not believe that you had it within your heart to do something like this. Now, I don't think that we're gonna see everything, right? But just the fact that you care so much about me, okay? Forget everyone else. You care so much about me to go back in time over a month ago. Over a month ago, you went back in time to show me this? Oda, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We're under attack. It's the four captains. This is outrageous. First they attacked our beloved symbol, and now the plebs have taken away our exquisite food. Does the jealousy of these vermin know no bounds? I don't even want to keep the heads. Just dispose of them all at once. These are celestial dragons talking. Fuck them guys. Is that Charlos? There's no way that's Charlos. It's not Charlos. After that, summon all those dreadful bodyguards and have them executed. Those miserable wretches allowed this to happen on their watch? You depraved snail, I told you to hurry. What would you do if something were to happen to me? I've had enough. I'll walk myself. Consider yourself fired, you useless piece of trash. Boom! Oh, Karasu swoops in. He saves him. Oh, this is nasty. This is nasty. My gun! Who do you think you are? Oh. Crowing soot. Escape to the east of the city. What? Okay. It's the Revolutionary Army. And they shooting at him. Oh! He's not a Logia. He can't be a Logia. There's no way he's a Logia. What is this? They're not shooting. Yo, hold up. Is he a special paramecia? Get Saint Plumbing to safety. Let's riddle this scum with bullets. Blast them till there's nothing left. There really is nothing left. Bro. He ate the soot fruit. He's a Logia. He has to be a Logia. Okay, what is that? Is that a paramecia or is that a Logia? Because like soot, that's like what is soot? Soot is like the remnants of smoke, if I remember correctly. So if Smoker is a Logia because he ate the smoke fruit, then this dude has to be a Logia. Oh, nah, bro. This is nasty. He definitely a Logia. That's nasty, bro. Hey, and niggas was talking crazy about the revolutionary commanders. Niggas was like, these niggas ain't nothing. Because of the way that they looked. And this... Hey, bro. Nah, that's crazy. And albeit, right? That like it's the first one, okay? But that's crazy. The soot fruit? Northern captain of the Revolutionary Army Karasu. Now, okay, now you guys know I'm gonna complain a little bit right here. Now, Oda, if this is what you had planned, if you were gonna go back to this and you were gonna go through all of these introductions, because I see over here that we see the Southern captain of the Revolutionary Commander or the Revolutionary Army Lindbergh. Bro, why couldn't you just put your bounties right there? This would be so much more hype if the bounties were there. Or if people were reading out the bounties saying, yo, that's the northern commander of the northern captain of the Revolutionary Army, Karasu, and however much his bounty is. They're really going at it over there. They're headed this way. Hurry up and release everyone. Leave it to me. Crow. Oh, this nigga's fight. Jesus Christ. Okay, my bad. I'm getting too excited. Laser shooter. Hurry up. Gather at the east side of the city. We're going to get you out of here. Freeing the slaves. Crow Recon. Or Rencon. And this nigga's fighting against Fujitora. Okay, now, here, I have to keep stopping because I have to keep stopping here, right? Because we had all of these different scenarios play out in our head of how the Revolutionary Army commanders fought against the admirals. Some of us, I remember I initially thought, okay, Sabo is definitely getting his get back against Fujitora. So it's about to be Sabo versus Fuji and then the other four versus Green Bull. This already looks different from what I initially thought. Some people thought it was Sabo and then two of them versus Green Bull and then two versus Fuji, whatever it is, and wrong. All of these niggas is getting at it. All of these niggas want smoke, especially this nigga Karasu. He ate the soot fruit. Of course he wants smoke. Oh my, this boy sure likes to play rough. Gay. Western captain of the Revolutionary Army, Morley. You're the ones destroying the city. Just cough up where your leader went off to. You shouldn't sniff around and stalk people, you dirty little perv. And this nigga stabbed Green Bull in his hand, but they ain't doing nothing to Green Bull. Green Bull ate that up. Fujitora, what do you think you're doing? I'm calling in a meteor strike. Don't be an idiot. That's a terrible idea. There are two admirals here. If we were anywhere but the home of the gods, that'd be more than enough power to turn any battlefield upside down. Okay, Admiral hype. Is that CP9? What are these niggas doing here? You're as bad as him. Watch where you're swinging. Green Bull, you bastard. I'll see to it that you hang. I'll see to it that you hang if any of us get hurt. Damn, it's impossible to fight here. Get out of the way already. Even if you ignore the handicap, the revolutionary commanders are doing well to stand their ground. Just goes to show they're no pushovers. Okay, so you're getting hype on both sides. You're getting hype with the admirals because the admirals aren't able to fight the way that they want to. And then you're getting hype on the revolutionary commanders by CP9. Albeit, it's CP9, but still, they're hyping these boys up. And Sabo ain't even there. Or they're CP0. They're CP0. My bad. Not CP9. Sabo, don't you have the keys to these collars yet? I just found out where they keep them. It won't be too long. Lindbergh, what's up? Kuma-san's in Pangaea Castle too. I just spotted him with that dumb father and son saint duo, Rosward and Charlos. They must still be looking to get revenge for that thing we heard about at the public courtyard. What the hell? He hasn't given up on getting Shirahoshi. I'll make her my pet. Chief of Staff of the Revolutionary Army, Sabo. Hey, I love this coat that Sabo got. That shit is player. That shit is fire. I won't forgive them for using Kuma-san like this. Yeah, we won't let them get away with it, Morley. Make sure everything's ready. Okie dokie. We see Shirahoshi. Father. Juribani. Can't you buzz off? I'd rather have Vice Admiral Garp's help. Don't worry, we'll protect you. Like you protected Shirahoshi? Oh, wait, you didn't. And that creep's definitely going to target her again. So that's Vivi. I'm afraid only King Cobra has been permitted an audience with the 5 elders, but... Oh, no. Why? This won't take long, and it would be tedious for you to wait outside. It'd be much better use of your time to look out for Vivi. She's always been a mischievous one. You can't let her out of your sight for a second. What's the purpose of this meeting? Because this nigga about to press these niggas about the poneglyphs. That's why. Okay, everybody in the stream, I need y'all to like it. We got to get half. We got to get halfway. We got 93 and there's 37 likes. Come on, bro. Like the stream just a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay, so there's a couple of things. There's a couple of things in here, right? A couple of things. Okay. First things first is everybody needs to put a little bit more respect on the revolutionary commanders. Maybe this is why Dragon didn't show up. Because he's like, hey, I got full faith in my commanders to go do what they gotta do. And I mean, like, it's almost like like if you're the king, you go send your boys out to go do your work, and you only get your hands dirty when you going at the king. Okay? Just like my boy Omar say, when you take a shot at the king, you best not miss. And my man Dragon, like, he's granted, I would have loved to see Dragon pop up at the Reverie. Right? I would have loved to see Dragon pop up at the Reverie. But his boys is taking care of this. Bro, I understand, right? That the admirals were not able to fight on their own, okay? But bro, it's 3 versus 2. And the way and the way that we look at the admirals, or a matter of fact, I'm gonna speak for myself. The way that I look at the admirals and the way that I looked at the revolutionary commanders, especially their bounties and such, I'm like, yo, this is easy work. This is easy work for the Revolutionary Army, or for the admirals. And then I seen a lot of people saying this shit in the oh yeah, Sabo and a few good men, my ass. Bro, a few good men were fighting the admirals by themselves. Bro, this nigga Morley is fighting Green Bull. Karasu is fighting is fighting Fuji, And Lindbergh is there for support. And they're literally saying that even if you ignore the handicap, the revolutionary command or captains are doing well to stand their ground. Now, do I think that the captains would be able to beat the admirals? No. No, I don't. But the way that everybody just wrote off the revolutionary commanders whenever Blackbeard and bro, this is at least like what, 2 or 3 years of people talking shit about the revolutionary commanders. I think that chapter happened with Blackbeard like 923 or something like that. And yo, I appreciate everybody liking the stream. We got up to 64 likes. Let's see if we can get up to 100. But the fact that happened all the way back in the in chapter 923 or whatever it was, right? Whatever it was, bro. Nobody was giving respect to the revolutionary commanders. For one, we disrespected the revolutionary. We disrespected the revolutionary commanders based on it's showing all of them fighting against the admirals. We assume that Sabo was there in the midst of the fight with them. My man Sabo is not even there. Okay? Sabo is not even there fighting. So how did this nigga get the Flame Emperor? Like, bro, I swear, if this nigga Sabo come out and he going crazy on... Hey, bro, listen. Y'all know how I feel about Sabo. I think Sabo damn well might be top 10 already. Already might be top 10. Yes, exactly, Sean. Exactly. Sean, you were 100% right. The captains don't have to be able to beat the admirals. Only Sabo and Dragon need to be able to beat the admirals. And then also, so listen, right? Listen. And I cannot stress this enough. I can't stress this enough, right? Bro, Dragon gave up his right-hand man. He gave up Kuma. Now, why did he give Kuma up? Okay? Why did he give him up? And what did he get in return for giving Kuma up? I'm telling y'all right now, there's somebody that's working with the Revolutionary Army. Maybe somebody within the admirals, or maybe somebody else that is strong, that is as strong. But Sean is absolutely right. We only need 2 people on the Revolutionary Army to be able to beat an admiral. Okay? Because listen, if Sabo is able to beat an admiral, if Sabo was able to defeat an admiral, right? Then that means that Sabo can fight against 3, well, They're fighting in a 1v1, but I think that they would inevitably lose. But still, the point is that these niggas didn't even shoot the big guns yet. They didn't shoot the big guns yet. This nigga Dragon hasn't lifted a finger yet, and niggas is still wondering how strong that man is. Hey, man. So listen, I want to go back to I want to go back to this Holy Night shit, okay? And I need to go do a fact check on myself. Does anybody remember the exact chapter number when Akainu was talking to old boy? Um, it might be chapter 1054. Yep, it is. It's 1054. Okay. So right here, his direct title is Director Naval Bureau of Investigation, Kuroma Tensei. And I guess that means Dark Courts. Oh, okay, here we go. As far as the accusation that Saint Miosgard let the attacker escape, that's being deliberated in the land of Maryjaw. The Holy Knights have intervened and it's all a big mess now. Let them figure it out. Okay, so the Holy Knights were mentioned all the way back here in chapter 1054. But in each case, the public is convinced that Sabo was the one pulling the strings and it's causing quite a stir. Add to that the recent events orchestrated during the king's return with the 8-nation revolution and now the many sparks of rebellion smoldering all over the world. I'm beginning to worship him like he's some kind of god. Okay. 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 Now back to the chapter. As expected, though they are not a foe who would just take all this line down, our real battle will start when they mobilize God's knights. So what's about the like who are the God's Knights and how strong do y'all think that the God's Knights are? Now collectively, I'm not gonna like there may be one or two people within the God's Knights that are nice. And now, are the God's Knights gonna be characters that we already like characters that we know of, or are they gonna be new characters? Because the God's Knights, it's almost like that's a step above CP0. So you guys know how people speculate on what Dragon actually was. Who was Dragon? Was Dragon a part of the Marines? Was Dragon a part of CP0? Was Dragon a government agent? And honestly, I'm kind of leaning God's Knights. That seems like they're right there next to the celestial dragons. But how do you distinguish this? If whenever a celestial dragon or whenever a celestial dragon is touched, right? If someone lays a hand on a celestial dragon, an admiral is called. Why isn't a God's Knight called? Oh, my bad. Read the chat. Midmat 44. Shanks is the Navy's top knight. And somebody said, look at the silhouette. Midmat 44 said, look at the silhouette of the knights. It's literally Shanks and his sword. That does look like Shanks' sword. So you think that Shanks is a... Brez Boy said it too. And then Dragon saying our real battle will start when they mobilize the God's Knights. Okay, so if the God's Knights, if the God's Knights are the red-haired pirates, does that mean that we're gonna see Dragon versus Shanks at some point? Sabo versus Shanks? But I just don't think that that would make sense. But maybe that's why Shanks could just waltz into Mary Joy the way that he did. And then, yeah, I wouldn't trust the silhouettes in One Piece. Like, I'm not gonna trust the silhouettes that Oda is gonna make these silhouettes be the exact, like, that he's gonna make them be the exact design of them. Oh man. Bro, listen, I'm not mad if you say that that's Shanks. I'm not saying I'm not mad if you say or if you think that that is Shanks, okay? I'm not. But we would have to get like a real big explanation if that is Shanks. And if the God's Knights are the Shanks are the red-haired pirates. And then yeah, like it like bro, I gotta say this, man. I gotta say this, and I just said it like before, but like, so at what, like, the God's Knights weren't called to Sabaody when Luffy when Luffy fucking Mike Tyson Charlo. All right? So at what point, what do you have to do to get the God's Knights involved? Because the God's Knights makes it seem like, so it's like a knight, like I guess look at it like a chessboard. So a knight. But at what point do they come into play? And I would think that rather than an admiral, rather than an admiral come to the rescue of a celestial dragon being in harm's way and someone putting their hands on them, I would think that you would call the God's Knight. I mean, does that make sense? Am I tripping when I say that? Conan Yagami, I appreciate the is that £5 or €5? Whatever it is, I appreciate it. What do you think the end game matchups will be for the Admirals, old and new? Bro, listen, that's so hard to try to figure out, because listen, will an Admiral be defeated before the final war? That's the number one question. I hate to answer a question with the question, but for me to answer your question, I have to ask that question. Will an admiral be defeated before the final war? Midmat44 said Shanks said he's after the One Piece now, hence why the Knights are on the move. Hey man, it makes sense. Like that makes sense. I can't argue with that. Okay, so for the people that say that an admiral will be defeated before the final war, now this is assumed. Okay. So let's do this, right? Let's do this. If you're under the impression that an admiral is going to be defeated before the final war, then will we see a new admiral within the ranks of the Marines, or possibly another draft? Will another admiral be appointed? Okay, and then for the people that say an admiral will be defeated, who do you think will be defeated? My number one option for an admiral being defeated is Kizaru. Kizaru is my number one option before the final war. And then Green Bull for obvious reasons. Or do you think that an admiral could potentially turn on the Marines or world government and like leave? Because I think that's in the cards as well. I mean, if you like it can go it can go multiple different ways, right? Okay, Heavenly Weather. When you say Kobe will be an admiral in the end of the story, probably Smoker too. Are you talking about in the epilogue, like after the final war, or are you talking about during the final war? Yes, I still think that Fuji is. I mean, with this chapter, it's kind of hard, like to, like this is the thing, right? If Fuji is a part of the Revolutionary Army, then it would almost be like Kuma like how Kuma went and joined the world government. It seems like Dragon it seems like Dragon, Kuma, and Vegapunk are the only ones that have any inkling of what that plan was, because Even Cove, I know Even Cove was in jail. He was in Impel Down. But even he didn't realize that Kuma had defected and was a part of the world government. He's like, yo, what you shooting at me for, bro? Like, we boys. Kobe in the epilogue, Smoker during the final war. Let me see. I'm trying to find Sean's comment. The God's Knights are celestial dragons, the strongest representatives from the different families. Now, see, that's what I would like. If because and Sean, we've talked about this. Me and Sean have talked about the Revolutionary Army for hours on end. So what I've always thought is that there has to be some strong celestial dragons. There has to be some strong celestial dragons. So what Sean what Sean is saying is that they're the strongest representatives from the 20 different families. So however many of the God's Knights you think there are, let's say that there's so in here there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So let's just say there's 20 of the royal families. Let's say that they pick 10 of the strongest of the strong from these 10 families, and those are the God's Knights. That's what I would like. If the actual celestial dragons have strong representatives that encompass the God's Knights, that would be dope. Like, not to shit on the red-haired pirate stuff, but it would just, I wouldn't like Shanks as a character anymore if Shanks turns out to be a God's Knights, because like, bro, this nigga's like a fucking triple agent at this point. Like, you, nah, nah. I can't get with the Shanks being the. Yo, Flash the Neon. Hey, Matt B, big fan. Has your stance changed about fighting someone who would like to court your sister? Bro, listen, my sister dates, and I don't have no problem with anybody dating my sister. Just take care of her. But will that be someone from my YouTube comment section? I hope not. I hope not. That is crazy. And so okay, I saw people saying um like Fuji's a one trick pony, right? I think Oda wants to save some stuff, but it is looking a little crazy. Like, bro, Fuji, you got this sword, and you should be a reputable swordsman. You should be able to do more than just bring down meteors like a wild boy. Like, are you gonna use any cutting techniques? You gonna use the sword? Maybe make your sword heavier, or like use gravity on someone to bring them closer to you and slap. Like, I don't know, man. I feel like with Fujitora's fruit, like it could be used so creatively, and I just feel like it's used in the most like so the bringing down meteors with the gravity, that is dope. That is a creative use of it. But like gravity has so much it has so much more range than that, to just to just say, oh, okay, I'ma just bring down meteors. Like, what about using the gravity to either pull or push away people from you? Um, use the gravity to keep somebody planted down. Like we saw him do that with Sabo, I believe. Like, man, we got to get a little bit more creative, because, like, bro, or Fuji got to go crazy with this gravity fruit. Gravity fruit might be one of the top 5 fruits in the series, like just in terms of like potential. So we gotta see that be used better, used more. Cause I mean, my man's just like, yo, I'm about to pull down the gravity. They like, yo, nigga, what you doing? Chill out. Like, hold up, where is it at? Fujitora, what do you think you're doing? I'm calling in a meteor strike. Don't be an idiot. That's a terrible idea. Like, yeah, I don't know what a meteor would have done here except for destroy the battlefield. Because like a meteor, like with these top tiers like this, like they can just destroy me. Like okay, at this point, um, like at this point, if Fujitora, like let's say Fujitora is fighting Luffy or fighting Zoro, fighting Sanji, he sends a meteor down at them, and they're looking up like, bro, they're looking up at that meteor, like, oh, that's cool. Schwank, done. Like, bro, show some Rukushiki techniques. Show some hockey. Show something other than these meteors, bro. Like, what are you doing? That's all I'm saying. I feel like Fujitora is much more than fucking Meteor Man. All right, that's all I'm saying. Yeah, bro. Like, man, I need Fujitora to do something. I need him to do something because, like, bro, like I'm not gonna say that my man's is looking and then we gotta see what happens after like, I'm assuming that next chapter is gonna continue on with the events of the Reverie. So we're gonna see Sabo come across these admirals at one point, and I believe we're in for something something a little crazy. So if this nigga Sabo comes out and he's going crazy on these admirals, bro, I'm gonna have to look at these admirals a little different. Or I'm just gonna have to wait to see them fight outside of Maryjoy. But this is a little and I mean, like, we're not seeing them, like, we're seeing them fight, but like, bro, this nigga is like, hey, I'm about to call it a meteor strike. Like, nigga, what? Island Brasi, listen, bro, I'm of the belief that all the admirals have conquerors. Aside from Green Bull, I really didn't like what I saw from Green Bull, and like, listen, I'm not a fan of what Oda did with Green Bull. Like, he sacrificed Green Bull's okay. So the best way that I can do this is use a wrestling analogy. So everybody in here has watched wrestling at WWE at some point. Attitude Era, Ruthless Aggression Era, whatever the fuck it is, right? So, what Oda essentially did with Green Bull, okay, is like, you're building him up, you're building him up. So you got this low card, or you got this new wrestler, and this new wrestler is gaining favor with the fans. He's getting over. You're hyping him up. He's winning these different matches, so on and so forth. And then his first real test, he goes against somebody that has a reputable name, right? Go against him, and then boom, he pulls out the golden shovel and he buries him. That's literally what Oda did to Green Bull. Nobody takes Green Bull seriously now, because of what happened. And I'm going to say this. It's because of the way that it happened. Shanks didn't even do an attack to Green Bull. Bro used Conqueror's Haki from way outside of Wano on the outskirts. Like, this nigga was still in the sea. And albeit Green Bull didn't pass out, but bro, just the perception of it. This nigga, oh, not the red hair pirates. Oh my God. And then this nigga tucks tail and runs. You're not gonna get any favor. Like, bro, that's like so for instance, right? With Kobe. Granted, we have not seen Kobe have a full-scale one-on-one battle yet, a one-on-one fight yet, right? So that's like whenever, and especially with the last few chapters when Garp was hyping Kobe up. So now the next time that we see Kobe, if Kobe is fighting, let's say Kobe is fighting a supernova, whatever supernova you want to throw in there, let's just throw in there a Rouge, okay? Boom. Kobe is fighting a Rouge, right? And then let's say a Rouge whoops this nigga's ass. That would take all of the momentum away from Kobe, and nobody would believe in this nigga no more. Nobody. It's what and a more here's the best example that I can use in terms of a character in the story. So now Sabo, right? The way that Sabo's been being built up, if now when we see Sabo fight against somebody and Sabo gets destroyed, or not even destroyed, if Sabo loses, right? Because the way that you're building Sabo up, Sabo can't lose whatever fight he's going to have, or whatever fight or whatever showing that Sabo does. Sabo has to have a good showing at this point.
Okay, so if one of these God's Knights rolls up on Sabo and Sabo gets his ass handed to him, or Sabo has to retreat, Sabo has to get out of there, that's not good. Yeah, Sean. So the way that I'm looking at it is like they have nine God's Knights. I say that there'll be one really strong over the top one, and maybe another one that kind of like is like his right hand man, if you will. The rest of them, they'll be they'll be riffraff, and or they'll be fodder compared to the main characters and where their strength is. So I'll just leave it at that. I think my boy Brago's live, so I'm gonna let my man. I'm gonna just migrate all of y'all over to Brago, bro. I got some stuff I gotta do. But man, I appreciate everybody pulling up, everybody being here talking, writing in the comment section, all the donate or the one donation that we got. I would appreciate it if you guys show up to the next stream. We're gonna keep these live readings. We're gonna keep this going. I enjoyed this chapter so much more than I would have if I would have read the spoilers. So I appreciate everybody coming through. Appreciate you guys. Let's watch the Lakers game tonight. Like the stream, and y'all have a good fucking day. Go over to my boy Brago and let's listen to him. Let's listen to what his thoughts on the chapter are. Y'all be easy. Have a good one. Peace out.